Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're Intechlectual. I'm Louis, joined my co-host.
Emmanuel.
And what's on the agenda for today?
I think we're getting physical.
Getting physical.
You were just watching that video.
What was it? Olivia? I can't remember. Olivia Newton-John. That's a crazy video, man.
Was it? You said Elephant Man, no?
Nah, I think DuckDuckGo search.
Oh, okay.
I think that done me dirty. When did this originally release?
It has to be in the 80s, surely.
Doesn't actually 1981.
See? I know my 80s music, Louis. I also know that music video very well. No, but that was back in the day. Anything to do with like working out was quite, what's the word? Sexualized. It still is today, to be fair.
Yeah.
Although I'm thinking, remember that Benny Benassi video? Was it Satisfaction? That's different though. They were like construction workers, so it's not really working out. But anything that's like going to the gym in the 80s and, you know, it's a lot of spandex is what I'm trying to say. If you're into that. Who's this?
Wait, like the Italian guy? This the guy?
Benny Benassi. Is he Italian? It must be.
Italian DJ, record producer and remixer.
There you go. What's the name of the song is...
this one.
Is it Satisfaction? That's the one. Louis, we'd have to do this right now.
Oh, this one. All right, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, you remember it.
18 years ago.
Speaking of music, this is somehow related.
Look at this comment.
I can't see it. The screen's too small. What does it say?
I can't read that out loud.
Okay.
You'll have to... Yeah, sure. Anyway.
But speaking of music and getting physical, everything's on streaming now, Louis.
We've gone from the owning era to the streaming era, and as a lot of people say, what is it? If purchasing isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing.
Say that one more time.
If purchasing isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing.
Bars.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
What, the purchasing isn't owning?
Yeah, or just in general, like, even just piracy. Or finding other means for something that used to be easy to access.
I think it's fine. I think there needs to be enough of a backlash that not that it hurts the industries so badly that they start to crawl some of the stuff back, but it does, but kind of the same thing. Like, for example, I think Sony's made some of their changes to, like, I don't know which version of like the PS5 it is, that you can get the one that's digital only. So you buy a game, you have to.
That's what I have.
There's no disc, right? You can't.
Yeah, there's no disc.
You have to own it, and they changed some of their policies. Like, even though you've purchased it and you own a copy, they have put in the terms and service that they can just delete it from your device and you don't get a refund.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, I've paid for it, I own it. What do you mean you can now delete this off my device?
Yeah, but
no, there's no excuse for that.
No. I'm saying you're aware of that. I'm aware of that, which is
Yeah.
why I bought the digital. Otherwise, I would have got a physical device to then own CDs and game discs.
I guess they changed it after you purchased that, because you've had yours for a little while, right?
No, I literally got this last week. Sorry, I forgot to tell you.
Oh, right.
No, but even the one before, my other one that's in New York still, it's that's also a slim. I mean, a slim version, non-disc.
Is that just on the corner of like 3rd and 4th Street? Yeah.
No, it's with a friend. I gave it to him pretty much.
just the console, dear. Like sat on the street like that. It's not there anymore, bro.
It's a doorstop. It's an expensive doorstop.
I mean,
I went through war to get that PS5 when they launched, and there was like nowhere available. And I remember I was sat on some sort of like stock tracker, and then it would be like all the Argoses in the country,
all
the like Currys and PC or whatever it was called 5 years ago. It'd be like there's two in stock. Either you pick it up or you can try and get delivery. But delivery, like, people would like spam, and then you wouldn't be able to get in the queue. But the pick it up from store though was always easier, especially if it's like far away. So I had to like drive to Peterborough to go get mine. It's like an hour away.
Yeah, remember you said you took Alex with you.
I took Alex with me, yeah.
Because the guy was like, oh look, we got the last one over here purchasing this. Like,
yeah,
why is he calling you out?
What are you doing?
Yeah,
I don't know what Peterborough's like, mate.
Yeah,
looking over your shoulder.
Um,
But no, yeah, I feel like I've accepted, and I feel like there's other people as well that are just like, okay, for what I play, it's fine, gaming wise. Like I don't want to own this, but I see your point. But my point is, there's an option. You can get the disc version if you want to own your disc. But I guess people just usually get the cheaper thing without thinking about it too much. And
yeah, because it's like it's classism, then, isn't it? Like if you can't afford the more expensive version,
yeah,
you're taking advantage of the people that.
But you're also paying for the hardware, so you're right. But it does cost more to have that hardware.
Yeah, no. The concept of the hardware itself, fine. Sure, it costs more. But to then take advantage of only one group, like for them to do the same thing to the people that have discs, that's them coming into your house and taking your the disc and the case away. But they're not going to do that because that's then theft.
Yeah.
Why is it
there
not
ever
theft?
been a case where like maybe a DVD player or console has made like certain discs unreadable?
I mean, the laser can malfunction, and I don't know if it would burn a hole for it. But
So haven't they done the opposite? There was like, which console released non-backwards compatibility, but then added it later on? Can they do that?
Yeah, it's to
feel
do
like
with the how they write the data to the disk. It's just, I think it's like to do with like the encryption. So it's not necessarily the disk drive or like the laser that's used to read it. It's like the software that can interpret it.
Right, so
Not
that
100% sure though.
That was never like an update. It's always like it comes with the hardware.
Like the disk drive itself should work and function fine. It's just then the software that with the update to like the console will be able to then read it and process it and like load that disk.
Because my question here is it possible to then, same way, like if you buy a game and it's just a virtual, like you download it, so you don't own the physical disc, and then suddenly the PS Store or wherever just like deletes it off, or they remove the game completely, maybe they lose their rights or whatever. Or if you're part of the PlayStation Plus thing or like Game Pass for Xbox, and you have a game that was free through that, but then they remove it. I think currently the rule is if you download it and you own it in your library, it's yours forever. But like you're saying, it's still in their power. They can just remove things, or they can just stop things from working. So
yeah,
you
the
don't own it
PlayStation
physically.
Plus. Sorry, the PlayStation Plus is different because that is a subscription. That's something that you opt into, and you're like, cool. Whilst I'm on this subscription, I can access this. Like you're saying for like TV and film, like Netflix, etc. You can download the movies and TV shows to your device whilst you have a Netflix subscription to watch offline for a bit. I think I can't remember. I don't have Netflix if it's still the case, but you used to be able to. So you can have them like buffered, but you still had to have an active subscription. And then when your subscription died, they clear it off your device.
Yeah, they clear
so
it off, yeah.
That's different. But like if you go onto the PlayStation Store and like buy a game for like 40, 50, 60, $100, something stupid because they're not cheap. And then like 3 months later, they're like, oh, by the way, we're going to delete this now. Like that's bonkers.
And that's the same with music streaming as well. Like if you're streaming an album, then all of a sudden it's either, I've seen cases of what's it called when someone does something weird and they like block them, censorship, I guess. Certain music gets censored or albums, and then they get removed. So if you were like a fan of that person, then maybe you didn't agree with why they were censored, and it was just like some sort of political thing that wasn't anything egregious, just a disagreement between somebody, or they said something political, but like politically you agree with them. Now all of a sudden their album's not on Spotify anymore because you never owned it, so you have to try and go get the disc or own it that way. Because the platforms still have the power to remove things and add things however they feel.
You know what? The Walkman / like iPod era, I feel like that should come back. Like you own your music.
But even that, your music library was still on Apple's, like, you know what I mean, on iTunes. So if they wanted to, they could have also just taken things off. But you did download the most. Actually, no, the library was stored on your PC, right?
Yeah.
Physically, yeah. Not
it was
physically,
just iTunes used to sync it to your device.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like, you remember the MP3 players that were like USB drives at the same time, and then you had like an aux cable, so you plug your headphones into that kind of era. That was probably the best time when it started to decline after that. I mean, also there was stuff like a lot of illegal P2P file sharing, like LemonWire.
Lime.
No, I wasn't gonna say it because they don't do that anymore.
Sorry.
Now you just like cool.
No, all I said is one word, so it's still not,
Because you have lemons and you have limes, right?
There's also is it but Napster was like legit.
Yeah, Napster was legit.
It's just
But they were like dirt cheap, or did you pay per play? I can't remember.
I don't think they were paying artists properly either. That was the other issues. They were just ripping artists off. Wasn't because in Spotify's whole thing was we'll pay the artists a fair share. That's not really a fair share. So, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, it was better than nothing,
right?
but still. Because if we go through the different streaming services now, like, so what we got? We got Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, Cobuzz, YouTube Music, which I'm not sure if I do class that as a music streaming service. Like it is.
That's what I use.
I still, because what's weird is you can play a lot of the music, air quotes, on YouTube, but then you can't access it via YouTube Music.
Yes, you can.
Not every single thing. There have been a number of cases. No, there's been a number of cases where there's a YouTube video that is music that I couldn't access through YouTube Music. That's why I got rid of it. It's like I'm done.
When was this?
Like last year when I was looking to
Spotify. Try again this year. I promise you.
Nope.
All your likes that are music related, you can have them on the app, and you can have them switch to always play as music video. No, sorry, not music video, as audio only. So you can have everything. That's why I actually made the switch. So I get to then access everything that's a mixtape and everything that's like a loose remix that exists from artists. So, kind of like how I had my SoundCloud was like unreleased music, not like officially released. A lot of like mixtapes from me. Whereas like Spotify is quite official, although you can like upload your own downloads, whatever, but that's long. So YouTube is, to me now, YouTube Music is like Spotify plus SoundCloud back in the day in like 2015. So I have all the music I'd like to listen to. There is some that aren't there, but you can still find playlists that are created by other people to get those songs. So it's not like official. But I remember like Watch the Throne wasn't on there, which is ridiculous to me. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. But then I was like, somebody's created a playlist of all the songs because all the songs exist as singles, and then you can just like listen to it that way. Although one of them is like the artist isn't officially Jay-Z and Kanye, but it's still like you can just listen to it, so it doesn't really matter if you care that much about giving them to streaming like numbers. But if you just want to hear the good music, then you can still hear it. So that's the only caveat. But as far as even like not audio, like podcasts and whatnot as well, you can also switch to just audio only, so you can have them all come up on your YouTube Music. So you can listen to anything that's a video as an audio only. So I feel like you should try that again, because I feel like I've not had an issue at all with things that are music, switched it onto music on YouTube Music and then them not appearing there.
Nah, I'm good. I'm ditching Google, so I'm
what do you use?
Cobuzz. I ditched Spotify. So Spotify was my main, the main one I had, and then it just kept going downhill, and they just shoving so much AI. And then they were like, hey, look, how can we saturate and make sure that we're in every market? So let's add podcasts, let's add, what was it, like learning courses? Let's add, they've started adding like the equivalent of like YouTube videos, like people can upload like full content or some stupid that was just like right on my home screen when I like open up the app. I'm like, who is this guy and why is this video autoplaying? Like I never agreed to this. And every single button within a thumb's reach is something to do with AI, which is crazy. Like,
yeah, I remember the thing that did me was the AI shuffle. Like you'd have a playlist or an album or something, and then it'd be like, hey, how about you just use AI for this? And then like,
bro,
like why? And then it's adding more songs to your thing. Like I get it if you don't if you make a 5-song playlist and you want to fill it with like 30 other songs that sound similar to this or in the same genre, and you're lazy or you don't know how to find music, which is most people, to be fair.
That's what the radio feature was.
So, literally, right? But then
and it worked better than whatever this AI stuff was.
Probably did as well, yeah. Because it's usually a human being that's curating that radio. Or maybe it's just them just streaming it. But then you can have it as a playlist instead of having it as a radio, so then it's saved. And then if you do see songs that you like, you can do whatever you want with them.
Pick and choose, yeah.
But it was that, and then it was also when I put my all my likes on shuffle, it wouldn't shuffle them. I'd hear the same song again like the next day, and it's like I've got like 5,000 to 10,000 songs.
There's no way you
like
should
saved.
be hearing
Why have I heard that same Drake song again? And why is it always Drake? Do you know what I mean? So at some point you're like, okay, I see what's going on here, and then you go to another like platform where you do shuffle and you have less liked songs, but you're hearing different songs throughout the week because it's shuffling everything. Like it's actually going through randomly and showing you things at a random like pace and a random selection. And then it's like, okay, that makes more sense. I shouldn't hear, if you have a large library, you shouldn't hear the same song in a week. You should hear, do you know what I mean? If you have 5,000 songs saved as liked, you should hear a different song every day until I don't know how many hours that is, until the next time you come round. Because if it's set as a playlist and it's shuffling and knowing, but maybe that's true as well. If it's shuffling randomly, then you might hear replays. But you know what I mean? It should know, like, don't repeat. Or you should have an option that says don't repeat the same songs. I want to hear my whole library. That's why I liked all of these songs. I want to be able to hear all of them. Like, you shouldn't have to hear the same 3 songs that are by big popular artists that you pay the most to have people come on this platform to have more of attention spans reach to them. It should be, I want to hear those niche people that I liked in 2010 or those weird foreign albums on songs that I don't have to like, and I shouldn't have to like go to them all the time because now it's like, what's the point in shuffling? That's just how I feel.
Nah, I agree. I was just thinking a 5K album, give or take, takes about roughly about 3 minutes. You're looking at about 250 hours. So yeah, you should not be seeing the same thing in a 7-day period.
Which is why I like on YouTube Music, there's a feature when you like close the app and you open it again the next day and you were shuffling your likes, it says resume that thing you were doing. So don't start the shuffle again because then it might repeat songs. But if you resume what you were listening to, then it will continue on with like songs you haven't heard on Monday and Tuesday. So Wednesday will sound different. So I like that feature.
Screw Google. Down with it, man. Nah, I'm done. Same with Spotify.
But like, exactly. So where do you and Qbuzz? What do you like about Qbuzz? Just because it's different. Qbuzz.
So they have a slightly less library than say Spotify does, and it's slightly more expensive, but they pay artists a lot more. The company and the CEO have just been like, look, we're not doing AI, and even if we do,
we need to stop saying Bluey.
Yeah, I know. I said it, and that's why I was going to just keep going, and I was going to repeat what I said, and you go, oh, we have to say they're not going to do AI stuff, or even if they do, it'd be like completely disabled. Like there's a full-on toggle to be like, cool, this never works. Oh, you don't ever enable this. Whereas like Spotify went the other way and was like, oh, because we're making money, we just need to keep growing and growing. It just turned into greed. And it just was like, cool, how do we shove so many things down everyone's throats? And to like justify it, like how many times have they increased their prices over the last like 2 or 3 years?
There's another increase coming actually.
There's another one.
The US, I think it hit this month actually. Yeah.
Bonkers. Like you could argue, oh, things get more expensive in terms of like rights and all that other stuff. But no, they're not changing how much they're paying people. Even if they have those costs, they're just pushing them onto the consumers instead of absorbing it for what it is, because that's what you would do if you actually cared about the industry and paying people the money for what they produce and what people listen to. But hey, who am I? I'm just one guy. So Qbuzz, it's just simple. It's clean. Their whole philosophy is great quality audio as well. So they do actually have full lossless. So you can get full lossless audio quality, which granted not a lot of people's equipment and systems can actually process that. But there is the ability for that. So where there are albums that are full lossless, or even if it's just high res, you can get that included inside of your subscription, which is pretty awesome, I think.
Yeah. Also, here's a quick list of the biggest services out there right now. So there's Spotify, Apple Music. We forgot about Apple Music.
No, we didn't forget about it. Yeah, we didn't forget about it. We didn't forget. We just we ignored it.
Amazon has music as well. I know a few people that have mentioned to me, like, "Oh, send that to me on Amazon." I'm like, "What?"
Nah, bro.
Not like what, like, don't use that. I don't know. But I was like, wait, I didn't know Amazon had. But of course
they've had that for years.
That's what I'm saying, but I just don't hear. But now I'm hearing people using it, so it's like, oh, okay, that's become a household name now, I guess.
No, it's not.
Tidal, which I used to use, YouTube.
They were good, and then they like stopped putting love and time into it, and it just kind of went downhill, and they stopped like expanding.
Dorsey, with his Square company, bought it off Jay-Z. So like, he's not really a music guy, and he wanted to make it into like that block technology. So he wanted to create, he wanted to add music to it somehow.
See, like, why are you ruining a good thing? Like, it was like, on track to be great.
Music platform, like, don't try and combine it with other things, but whatever. So yeah, it's been. I had a lot of issues with Tidal actually in the past year. So I stopped using it purely for functions, and there was so many bugs and like issues. And it's just like the music quality is great, but the experience became bad, and it also didn't like, what's it called, like connectivity to like going from your phone to your PC to your car. It wasn't like smooth, the transitions, and it wouldn't know that when you're in a different vehicle or on a different like audio devices via Bluetooth, whereas Spotify does that like amazingly. That's the only good thing I will ever say about Spotify. Also, having a large library and community, it now has messages. You can like send people music on it without it being sent outside of the app. Also, on that, if you use the messaging app, right? If you've never used it before, use it for the first time, Louis. It will find all the links you spent on Spotify because it tracks links, right? And it will find like names that are similar to the names you have saved on Spotify. And it'll be like, okay, here's the friends you have, and here's the links you've sent them historically. Because we can track that you sent someone called Jimmy 10 songs by 50 Cent. So then it has them saved in your library. Like, you sent these songs to Jimmy 5-10 years ago or whenever, like last week, before you've even talked to them yet. So I was just like, it's a bit dodge. But I get it.
Nah, I'm good. Delete that right now. Delete that right now.
But like, you can track links, and if you spend a Spotify link, Spotify has control over where that link goes. Just like if you use Bitly, you know what I mean? You can track where your links go if you really want to like see. So that was like cool, but it's just a bit.
It's not a bit dodge. That's 100% dodge.
Louis, I agree with you. The tech exists and it's a thing. I just don't trust them using it because I don't know what else they're doing. So anyway, I was like, that's a bit mad. Because everybody's like, so I looked at I could see all my friends that when I sent them music, I was like, when did I send you this? This app didn't exist last year. And then it even shows, oh, you sent this link to Messenger or to WhatsApp to this friend. I'm like, raw. They know way too much. But anyway, those things I adhere to. Deezer, I used Deezer back in 2021, I think.
Is that still going? Is it dead?
I don't know, but I remember the company I worked for, they blocked YouTube and Spotify web, but everybody like it was an environment where you needed to like lock in, so we had to have like some sort of like something playing. So somebody found that Deezer wasn't blocked, and for some reason the security didn't know it existed. So everybody started using Deezer for like the whole year to listen to music while working. But it worked. And then BBC Sounds, Louis. Why are you laughing?
Oh.
BBC Sounds. You can use BBC. It's free UK music, but it exists. And especially if you like radio mixes and like UK sound, you might enjoy it. People like BBC Radio, don't they? One Extra. On air with One Extra. Charlie Sloth.
Didn't he get cancelled?
No, we talked about this last week.
No, it was John Westwood. It was Westwood, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
but you said Charlie Sloth first.
Yeah. Because he does some vodka stuff now, right?
For no reason. He's what?
He doesn't. I thought he went and done his own stuff, and he's doing something with vodka or something now, right?
Good for him. They all do something with vodka. And also, what's the big thing nowadays? Oh, Louis Ozempic.
No,
we're not talking about Ozempic. No, we're not. All I will say is I saw Serena Williams. Like, I don't know what the company is called, but Serena Williams is like pushing it, and I was just like, what's going on?
Nah, sell out.
That's like football and betting. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why is an athlete selling like a quick lose? Like, do you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. It's like that should be against what you're like for, of like doing things the right way. I don't know how to word it, but you know what I mean. Like football shouldn't be advertising betting companies, because then that means that they might be cheating.
It's
in their best interest for their sponsors to make money. Their sponsors.
Like, why is Serena Williams doing it? Like,
so if it's in your best interest to promote like sports and athletics and also being like clean and you not using drugs, how are you now promoting drugs? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
I'll say one thing on
what's going on here?
This Ozempic is anything like these. I can't remember what they call them, like GLP-1s or something like that.
Yeah,
like
it wasn't Ozempic. It was something else, but yeah, it's like a
whatever they call them, and how they work. What they don't teach the people that are taking it is how to maintain the lost weight.
Yeah.
So they're not changing their diet. They're not worrying about like what they put in to keep it off. So they could lose like 30, 40, 50 pounds, right? And then stop taking Ozempic, and then they'll put it all back on because they haven't learned how to do everything that comes with it to maintain what they've just lost. And it's just a vicious cycle. And I feel like it's just another way the American healthcare system is. We won't get into that because that's
Listen, I have some strength and conditioning and personal trainer friends. We'll bring him on, and nutritionists too, and dietitians.
Spicy topics. Yeah, let's go.
We can, because I mean, like, I remember the first time I cared about things, I started using MyFitnessPal. Remember MyFitnessPal?
Yeah.
To track macros, and then they were bought by not Under Armour. Yeah, Under Armour. Under Armour bought them.
Yeah, Under Armour.
And then after that, it became like, I think there's more apps than there. And then also now you can like take pictures of things and it will estimate your fridge. Now there's AI fridges that will like guess how much food is in your fridge, and then give you an estimate of like what meals you can make and how many calories you can. You know what I mean? But there's like a lot more now than there was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's just saturated with AI slop.
We can have an episode on that as well. Just hold your horses if you're into that kind of stuff. We'll get there. Yeah. But I remembered I had a list of notes I made last year about the top 3 platforms I was using, because I used 3 at the same time for like 2 years. So I'm going to quickly just run through them. I had Spotify, Tidal, and YouTube Music. So some of these, Louis, I had the same beef as you did about YouTube Music, but it's been fixed. So that's quite funny. Nah. Anyway, Spotify, I wrote, suggestions are clearly paid for by bigger artists, because every time you click suggestions or like, what's it called, recommendations, it's always the same group. And it's just like, oh, this isn't, I want to hear some niche garage band or some like folk from like Ireland. Like, why is it always suggesting like Taylor Swift? And only blocks an artist for 30 days. That annoys me so much. That's also my same beef with the Instagram. If you block an artist so that you don't want to hear their music, suggested anything, like I don't want to hear them, it's only for 30 days, then it comes back. It just pops up again. So you got to keep deleting them every month. Or like blocking them. That's the same with on Instagram. If you like do suggestions of like what content you want to see, it's only 30 days. And you got to do it again. So if you curate your algorithm like pristinely to not have brain rot and have like things whatever you're into, it's only 30 days and you're going to do it again. And all these platforms keep doing that. It's always like when you want to curate how you want to like consume the media, they don't let you do that forever because they need to sell you things that you don't want. So like, you know what I mean? There's only so many times you can do that every month to like to correct those things. But you can like on Instagram, you can curate certain words to be taken out. I know you can block certain words forever on certain people, but like you can take like suggestions for like reels and stuff like that and be like, only show me jazz or only show me whatever. I'm interested in these things. Do not show me whatever that is. You know what I mean? Like you can like have a list of things, but that list only lasts for 30 days and it all goes back. But yeah, anyway, recommended shuffle options is annoying. Yeah, that was the one, which is AI, is really weird. Can't disable for no longer to be an option. So my beef with that is if you're on your, when you tap in the shuffle thing, you can either do shuffle or no shuffle, and then there's the AI shuffle. Ooh. I wanted an option to not have that ever there, because if you're driving and you press shuffle, then you're like, oh, I don't want shuffle anymore. You press non-shuffle, but the next one is the AI shuffle. And then it takes like a second, because it has to load a whole nother library.
Yes. Yeah.
So by the time you click it again, it's already loaded, and then it doesn't like register the next no. So you gotta like then press it again, and it's just like just take this off. Just take this off. And that was the last time I was driving, and I remember I clicked it. It loaded a whole live, and I'm like, what's it? And I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm cancelling this. I don't care. So that was my Spotify beef. Tidal, Bluetooth connection issues when driving. Default on play. Oh my goodness, bro! It wouldn't. You couldn't you couldn't hit replay song for like a good 3 months. It was just a bug. So if you wanted to like repeat the same song, you couldn't do it while on Bluetooth in the car. You just couldn't. And I was just like, I looked in the forums and I looked on Reddit, and everybody's like, yeah, this has been a thing for like 3 months. And I'm like, how can like Jack Dorsey fix it? Like, what are you doing? Like, that's so ridiculous. And then higher quality means slower load times for songs in certain situations. But of course, like higher quality means larger file sizes. So that's going to happen. But it was like, no, but because naturally they always start at a high rate. But now you can, on all platforms, you can choose what quality you want on Wi-Fi and what quality you want on network. And then also, if it switches between the two, do you want it to always go up to high quality or stay? But at the time when I wrote that, you couldn't do that. And Tidal always started at a higher quality. So it did take a long time. If you have like bad connection spots, you just cooked. And also, same with YouTube Music, which I'm going to get into, they didn't cache a list of the next songs. So if you go into a tunnel and then the song's ending, they didn't cache like the next 5 to 10 songs.
You say cache. It's just cache. What's cache? The cache. I think I killed him. He's not happy.
What do you mean? It's cache?
It's just cache, yeah.
But cache is CASH.
No, it's the same. Like, it's just like I think it's got French derivations. It's like cache.
Well, there's an E at the end, Louis.
Yeah, it's like, that's what I'm saying. That's how you pronounce it, just cache.
I'm gonna keep
Have you been saying cache this whole time?
Yes. I also say route. Or route? What do you say? Even for like, what's the route to get to work?
Yeah, route.
It's route, though.
No, I mean, it can be
route
either, but...
okay, look,
route
you're
sounds
right,
weird.
but I'm dying on these hills.
Yeah, fair. Do it.
Cache. It isn't cache. No, I don't like that. It's cache, bro.
Cache.
I don't like that.
It was cached. It was cached. Come on, bro. You can't say that. It was cached.
When you say it like that, it does sound...
I need to find the route between here and here. I need to find the route between here and here.
Download the next sites. It doesn't load up the next 5 or 4 songs. So if you go into a tunnel at the end of like a song you listen to, it's just silence. So you can either replay the last song, and also it doesn't save the songs before either. So you can only replay the last song if it didn't think the next song started, and then that way. Because sometimes if it thinks the next song is starting, or it like saved the first 10 seconds of it, then the song before that also isn't saved. So then you're stuck listening to like 10 seconds of the one song until you get out of the tunnel.
Yeah, but this sounds like a user problem. Like, you not download any of your album. Like, every song I like is downloaded.
Like, just normally streaming, and you go into a tunnel for like a minute.
Yeah.
You might just have a whole minute of like silence until you find network again. Yes.
Oh, you mean like the one song that you're listening to didn't get cached?
No, the next song.
Well, that makes sense, because how do it know what the next song is?
It knows, because nothing's like random. But that's what I'm saying. On Spotify, it queues up and downloads or loads up the next 5 to 10 songs. So even if you lose network for whatever reason, you can listen to the 10 songs before that and 10 songs after that. And after that 10, then it like we've not loaded anything because you're out of network.
Cool.
But you still have like a 20 to 10 song buffer. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. YouTube doesn't have that, and neither did Tidal. But I've not used Tidal in like a few months, so I don't know if they fixed that. But
probably died.
YouTube definitely doesn't have that. But to answer your question, you are correct. It then has a playlist that downloads your last 200 songs that you've listened to. So whenever you lose network, it automatically switches to that, which is fire. You're hating.
Not fire.
You're hating, Louis.
I'm hating. The reason why I'm hating is...
That's fire.
So like, I listen to anything and everything, right? So I got different genres, like different moods, different days, whatever like that, right?
Yes.
If your last 200 was like what you listened to yesterday and I'm not in that mood, I don't want to listen to that today.
But it's better than listening to silence if you're in a tunnel for like an hour.
No, it's not, because I would be listening to something else.
You'd rather listen to... No, but then if it's like happening immediately, you might just want like anything, just play something while I'm here. But then if it's a long period of time where you're out of network, then you're right. You can also have a downloaded section where you can download your own favorite albums or download your favorite playlists. You have that. That's a you thing. But I'm talking about the moments where like you're not expecting to lose network and you're not expecting to go to your backup plans. It's just like whatever happens, you lose network or your phone goes weird or you're in a tunnel. You just want something to keep playing.
Okay.
So it does that nicely. And then it goes back to your normal, whatever you resume playlist or album you listen to once it gets back to network. So I think that's fire. You're hating.
Oh yeah, I'm hating 100%.
That's fair. Just all I ask Louis is we're honest about our hate. Last thing about YouTube, assumes all audios you've liked are music. That was a beef I had last year. Because there was a point where it was like playing like how-to videos that I liked and I was like, this isn't a music video, bro. Like it's not music. Why am I hearing what's his name?
In today's episode we're gonna learn how.
Yeah,
like, what?
Veritasium. Like it starts popping up on my hey guys, Michael here. The universe. I'm like, whoa. What's going on here? But they fixed that though. They fixed that. And the reverse as well. It's become better at recognizing what is music and what isn't music. Because you're absolutely right. There was a moment where I'd like songs or music and it wouldn't save them as such because it wouldn't recognize that they're music. It just thinks it's a random YouTube video. That's not music. But that's also down to who uploaded the video. Because if they didn't upload it as a music video, then it wouldn't, do you know what I mean? It wouldn't know. But I think now YouTube is able to, no, we're not. YouTube is able to recognize what's a song and what's not a song. And the last one I had an issue with was shuffle and repeat, turn off randomly, but that's been fixed now as well. But hey, teething problems.
You know what? We say teething problems, but for how many users they have and how big their teams are for like the development behind this, like they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be teething problems for multi-month timeframes.
But again, remember they split into like Alphabet and then whatever. So like YouTube doesn't have as big of a. This is new for them there as well. Music, it's relatively quite new of a feature for them. So I'm not giving.
They've been doing that for multiple years now.
YouTube music videos, yes, but as a music platform, they don't even have a desktop
been around
app.
Since like almost like as long as since
I know,
COVID.
but they don't even have a desktop app yet. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that they don't have. They just don't. It's not for them. It's more of a let's just have it as an option, but it's not our moneymaker.
No, but this is one of the problems that we see with a lot of these subscriptions and a lot of these services is they just try to sprawl out and cover all of the mediums without actually paying attention and caring about what they're doing.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And it's just trash.
Yeah. And then they cut teams just because.
Yeah, like Google, like YouTube Music's team is probably still bigger than like Tidal was at its peak.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
And like all sorts of other stuff. So it's like you have no excuse.
You do. Well, I'm not giving them an excuse, but it's like, what's their bottom line? Is it to make quality service or just to like try and steal people?
Nah, it's to maximize profits out of you.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like when you. It's bad, but I know they don't care.
Everyone knows they don't care. They know they don't care.
But then it's like the people that did care, like Tidal, they've stopped caring as well. So it's like, what do you know what I mean?
But how could you work for a company that you know that doesn't care?
That's up to you, mate.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll ignore that.
But yeah,
nice list.
Yeah.
You should definitely check out Cobuzz, and you're still using YouTube Music, so you're saying.
But also, I've got because I use YouTube a lot for like videos and podcasts.
Oh, so you pay for premium, so you get it included.
I've got the premium version, and no ads as well. Now I'm not, you know what I mean. So it's like, and plus I get to put 5 of my family members on the same thing. So I've got 5 people in my family that also have YouTube Music for free and no ads for their YouTube. So it's like, if I'm gonna Spotify for your own is like £12 a month by itself.
Isn't it more now? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to go up. So do you know what I mean? For me, it's more of a cost thing. And then it's just, all of these things I've mentioned is just like a bonus of, okay, and now the service is getting better. But it's like, I'm going to get my music one way or another, Louis. One way or another, I'm getting my music. And I'd rather not pay extortionate amounts. And if I'm going to pay something, it better give like 5 people the same access for free. So, just à la vie. But yeah. Film.
We've lit a fire. So we're just going to go through all the mediums, the different types of content. So we've done music. So TV and films next.
Oh
right?
no, we don't even. What's the the whole point is, how do you move away from that? Even for music, right? Like, are you starting to like buy more CDs and record players? I mean,
become Jack Sparrow.
Vinyls. I need to get a vinyl player. Actually, that's been on the cards.
You know what? Vinyls and CDs have been making a comeback. They're selling their numbers, like the volumes have been increasing.
And that's a way to own your music as well and enjoy it.
Yeah, because like if you buy the CD and then you can rip it because you own it, you can still have a digital copy, so you have access to it. You don't necessarily have to buy a marked up, expensive version through a platform to get access to the same medium.
Exactamente. And that's the same with film and TV as well. Like, we have platforms like Criterion that are very big on the whole Blu-ray game, or like not game, but like world. And it's just nice to also have, I don't know, do you collect anything apart from books? I think we both collect books. That's it. But I like CDs, but I don't collect CDs. I like to, every now and then I'll buy a nice CD, which is why it's going to be easy for me to transfer into the vinyl world, because it's pretty much the same thing. It's just bigger, right? It's just a bigger CD.
Yeah, it's harder to store, and
yeah,
there's more to it. Like, you need to make sure it's like properly clean, whereas like a disc could be uncleanish, but it'd still be able to read. Whereas if your vinyl's dirty, you're just gonna get skips, and it won't sound as good. Yeah. So what TV and film platforms do you use?
Honestly, right now,
Don't say all of them.
none.
Same, bro. Same.
And I watch everything.
Yes,
just fine.
Same. My lawyer told me to not comment any further.
I won't say much on that, but you can DM us.
No, don't DM us. You don't know us. You've never heard of us. This is Fight Club. What?
Yeah, listen, I like my music because
You
I
can
need
say
to
no.
listen to music all the time, so I'll pay for music. But I'm all right. I don't need to watch something that much. Or it's like, also now, because series all come out at the same time. Everything's released. Like, the whole season's released on the same day.
Some of them are like week by week. A lot of them are.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
like
50-50.
or even that, like, you can just wait until it's over and then watch the whole thing. So that's a lot easier to just, and you need to find time and space to consume such. So then also you have more time and space to find the best methods to watch these things. Whereas
What, you
music
mean
is
you
more
don't do
quick access.
Lord of the Rings trilogy extended cut edition all in one go?
I've done that once before, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I had a best mate that did. It was, mate, I was bored. I think I liked the first one.
What?
And that's also, so I'm not a hater of Lord of the Rings, Louis, but that experience, like, gave me
Tarnished
PTSD.
it.
So it's just like, it's like a whole day.
Man.
No, we fell asleep, woke up, continued watching. It was just like, what are we doing? I came in to play FIFA. I came in to play FIFA.
Nah, that says a lot, man.
But Harry Potter as well, I can't do that. Sorry. But listen.
Nice cup of tea. You know what? I said this to you the other day, right? St Pancras in London, or King's Cross. It wouldn't show me on Google Maps King's Cross, like the station. It just showed me platform 9 3/4.
That's good.
So like I'm like scrolling across the map and I'm like, King's Cross is around here somewhere, and it would only show me platform 9 3/4. So I'm like, well, that doesn't exist.
Wait, hang on. Is that a Harry Potter reference?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I'm not nerds. I didn't know.
That's cool. We forgive you. It's fine. You're allowed.
More like platform for the nerds. Okay.
You think these jokes are like are hitting hard, but they're not.
No, I know they're not. But
This is bad.
listen, what I have binged and I still do is Star Wars, and that's why it was hard for me to cancel my Disney Plus, because I think Andor was coming out and Obi-Wan as well at the time, and I just finished like Mandalorian and rewatching Rogue One for the 100th time, and I was just like, I'd rather just have these on my desktop. Like, it gives me so much. All my Dark Knight trilogies and like the Snyder cuts for Batman vs Superman and Justice League and anything DC that's come out in the past 10 years, even going all the way back to Watchmen, I just have them somewhere on DVD. I've got them on DVD.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, let me just get everything on Blu-ray and DVD anyway. So then I
And
can
they're
just
dirt
access
cheap.
them
You can
whenever.
go to like CEX and like pick them all up for like less than $5 or something.
Yeah,
right?
literally.
Oh.
So then I was like, and then if the streaming comes out, I might just either borrow. I'll go to my sister's place and watch it there, because I probably will go for a weekend, I'm using that loosely. I'm not doing that, but I'm just giving examples of what you can do. Just go to a friend's house and watch it with them, and that's part of being in the community.
Some legal, non-legal advice. Don't highlight those things that you're saying. Just
I
continue.
think one of my parents might still have Netflix that they don't even use, so I actually need to tell them to just cancel it because it's like, why are you paying for?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Like how expensive it is. What it is. You know what bugs me about streaming platforms is like they have content like one day, and then obviously the rights they're paying for the rights to use it. Yeah. Then they only have a certain time period that's on that platform. So I can't remember, but I remember like paying for Netflix like a number of years ago, and I was like, "Cool, this is on there. I can watch it." And then I went like the next day, and obviously apparently that was just the day they got rid of the platform, which wasn't there anymore. I was like, "Right, cool. Well, thanks for that." And it kind of happens often. They got better, right? I think they added a feature saying like this will only be here for like 18 more days or stuff like that. I can't remember if you had to add it to your watch list for it to show you that, or if it just did it anyway.
That's still like stupid. Now
they're rights,
renting
right?
the shows that they buy, so it's like no one, even you don't own it because you don't want to because it costs money.
They're just a funnel for you to be able to access it.
So it's basically just TV again. Do you know what I mean? This show will have it on this season for like 2 months, and then you're gonna have to wait till next year. Louis, we're just back to TV. We're just back to TV, and there's adverts everywhere as well. Just basically back to TV.
It's all trash.
It's all gone.
I don't watch live TV.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't watch live TV.
But now even Netflix has started doing like live comedy shows.
Nah, delete it. Get rid of it. Cancel
like, oh, this one's live. You have to watch it on this Friday night, and then it will release it next week. So it's like, wait, we're just back to main events again. Like, what the hell is going on? But
I know Amazon's been paying stupid money to get access to like Prem games and like
they do have Premier League and also NFL and NBA too. Because those are also split into like 3 different or 4 different platforms. So even if you were a football fan, there's no way for you to watch.
Wait, you'd have to buy 3 different to be able to watch like the whole season?
Yep.
That's
if you have
disgusting.
Sky Sports, you can't watch everything because some of the stuff is in TNT and some of the other stuff is in Amazon and some of the other stuff is in, what's it, like CBS or something else. DAZN as well. So like, it's all split. I think this year Sky tried to get more games back, but that key word is more, not all. So you can't watch all games if you have one platform. So just like streaming, you'll have to have 2 others at the very least, or 1 other just to like do the majority.
It's TNT, BT.
I have no idea.
Or whatever it was.
Looking at how the theme is, now you mentioned that, I didn't know, but it might be.
BT, because it was like BT Sports when they started getting into it, and then
they changed TNT,
and then I think they moved.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's BT.
There you go. Interesting.
Formerly known as BT Sport.
So
because they used to have all the UFC, but obviously you couldn't record unless you paid extra. So I remember like watching some like fights at like 4 a.m.
Yeah,
that was probably the last time I had live TV was back then, and that was probably pre-COVID.
Yeah,
that was probably 2017, 2016. I remember watching the UFC fights, but ever since then, nah. Imagine having to buy like 4 different subscriptions to be able to watch like a whole season.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to do that?
All you can really do is just, especially if you're a big team, you just get Sky or something like one of the big ones, and then you can just go watch highlights, pretty much. Okay,
no, but here's my theory. For it, you want to watch all of it.
Yeah.
Go to the pub.
You pay knowing you don't have access to all of it.
Go to the pub. Like, get someone else.
Yes, Louis. So, even film, what should you do?
Take films in the pub?
No. Oh. Same theory, Louis, but for films. Come on. We do this all the time, and you always pick badly.
If you're saying go to the cinema, I ain't doing that.
What do you mean?
Paying like 14 quid for a ticket for
once
some trash?
A month, Louis. That's worth it. Come on. Go with your mate, your friends, socialise, have a vibe.
It's not worth 14 quid.
Bring back cinema.
Yeah, bring back cinema, but bring down the prices.
But like that's not going to happen until people start going again.
Well,
but then they'll probably just like up the prices because then it's like, oh, we can make more money from this.
Yeah, exactly. Who's paying 14 quid for a ticket?
But I mean, like if you go to Cineworld, yes, but View is like $5.99.
Yeah, it's cheaper. It's true.
Yeah, no, exactly. And there's a lot more views than there are Cineworlds now. I think. Don't quote me on that. There's a lot of views. There's a lot of views.
I know they've started shutting a few down because they've had less people going.
That's true, which is insane to me because it's so cheap. Like you can literally watch 3 movies for the price of one Cineworld ticket.
So if no one's sparing £6 to pay a ticket, buy a
And if
ticket,
you're like
who's
under
paying
18,
14?
it's also like it's like £4.
Yeah,
If you're
we'll
a
get
senior
into
as
watch
well,
all
it's
the
like
18
£4.
rated.
So even the £5.99 or whatever is only for like people between like 18 and 59. So
Nah, delete them. Get rid of all your streaming services.
no, but go to the pub to watch football games, the ones you can't stream or you can't like watch on TV because you don't have that subscription, and go to the cinema to watch your movies.
Yeah,
But it's just
I
TV
can't
shows.
do
You're gonna
that.
have to like find other means. Get the USB stick out. You know,
Get your USB stick out.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's what I said.
Pirates of the
Jack Sparrow.
Caribbean.
That's why I said Jack Sparrow earlier.
My
I think that
favourite
went
movie.
straight over your head.
Yeah, it didn't, Louis. Come
It
on.
did. No, it did. You look so confused. You're like, what?
Oh wait, actually, no, the first time it did.
Yeah, exactly. See?
That's fair. Relax. Pirates of the Caribbean is our favorite movie series ever. The
not.
CGI in that, Davy Jones, so good. What's that girl's name? Kate Winslet? That's not Kate Winslet. What's her name? Anyway,
I can
what's
picture her
his name?
face, but I can't remember her name.
I've forgotten his name as well. What's his name? Johnny Depp, great actor.
Oh, Johnny Depp. I was going
What's
to say
the other
Jack Sparrow
guy's
again.
name? You can tell this is my favorite movie series of all time, right? I know all the names. But no, yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean is fantastic, and we should all adhere
Embrace
to and embrace being more like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Just like the right to repair.
Yeah.
Also, I buy something, I should own it. I should be able to repair it. Should be able to fix it. I shouldn't need to send it off somewhere to pay stupid amounts of money or have to trade it in to get a new device. Like, nah. I think that's kind of like this is where the downfall of humanity is, like one of the like catalysts. There are many catalysts like greed, money, power, and many other things that we could talk about, like half of America's political system, but we won't. Is like you don't own your stuff. Like you have to get someone else to fix it. You have to send it off to get fixed, or you can't open it up because you're apparently not qualified. And it's like, cool, maybe I'm not qualified to take apart my phone, but at the same time, why can't I? Why am I not allowed to? It's bonkers. Because then it's e-waste, right? You then you're like, I can't fix my phone. I'm not going to pay £300 for someone to fix it when I could buy a brand new one for less than that.
That is actually a
goes
good thing
vicious
about
circle.
streaming services. You're right. Is it does decrease e-waste and just waste in general, like material. It does, Louis. Don't argue that. Don't argue this, please.
Okay, in terms of physical medium of
That's
actual
all I'm saying.
waste,
That's
sure.
all I'm saying. Yes,
but
but
in terms
consumption of energy,
emissions,
it's so much
emissions
higher.
and whatnot. Did you know, by the way, though these sorts of like streaming platforms, I know Netflix definitely does this. They do agreements and partnerships with different ISPs, and they will put some of their networking equipment in specific hubs and like what do they call them, distribution points in the network with like crazy amount of storage and like the most recent and the highest sort of like viewed content, so like it's closer to the end consumer to get like a reduced latency, and they obviously like keep updating it every once in a while. But I didn't know that's something that they did, but they do, which makes sense.
It does make sense.
But like think about the cost and all sorts that goes into it, man.
You know what? Speaking of similarly, like of up in bandwidth or like capabilities during peak hours, I was reading yesterday or this morning, like the plumbing services, they do the same thing for when there's big events happening and there's like halftime shows,
water, electricity
like,
demand,
yeah. They'll up the, I don't know what it's called, but like
output
of water in the area, because like it's halftime of the World Cup final and people are going to go to the toilet and flush at the same time. So you don't want, you want everybody to have the amount, like equal amounts of, not just equal amounts of pressure. You just everybody's flushing at the same time versus
you
usually
want to
spread
be
out.
able to handle it.
I was like,
It's like
Ron, there's people that sit there and just watch stats to like how many people are like pissing and like during the day or after. But you don't think about that. You know what I mean? Like I've never thought about that.
I have. They do it in the UK. Like at the half time when everyone puts the kettle on, there's a massive surge in demand.
Yeah. I heard about that, but I didn't like put that together with flushing and showering as well.
They have constant operations 24/7, like diverting
people,
like gas and electricity. there
That's a
are
sick
actual
job.
graphs. Hang on, there are actual graphs and dashboards that you can see of how much energy we're producing, we're consuming, but also where we're getting it from. So like you can see like we're importing so much megawatts of energy from like France and sending them back other times when like we are still producing but we're not consuming. It's actually pretty cool. When you delve into it, it's actually a bit of a rabbit hole, and it's actually if you're a nerd and you like all that sort of stuff, it's.
But even like some people aren't nerds, but they just don't know. That's the thing. So my big thing in life right now is trying to figure out, because there is this, what's the word? People are like unsatisfied with what they do. Back to your point, like who wants to work for these big companies if they're doing evil things, right? Is that then you have to kind of try and find other jobs that will give you satisfaction, or will give you a sense of, okay, this is actually useful because I'm trying to streamline people's daily lives and not trying to clog plumbing services. So it's like,
Not trying to
you
throw
feel
an
good
election.
about that. What?
Yeah. So
What
you're
did
not
you say?
trying to throw an election.
Exactly. Yo, Facebook is a madness. Bro,
There's so much you
we're
can
gonna
cover.
have to. I think we can't have that episode though.
We have to hire a lawyer
first.
first. We have to get legal. We have to get legal representation to sit next to
mate.
us. But like, you can't say that. You can't say.
But wait, back to there was
Everyone's
something
got to
else.
be
So
locked up.
if you're to look for jobs, there was a website called 80,000 Hours, which tries to find skilled workers or people that are unsatisfied or working for big corps that are bad, to try and make them go to like more ethical directions of occupation and jobs. I don't know. I've never really used it, but I've heard a friend that was he said that he found a job there, so it was like it's kind of cool. So if you have skills and you're unsatisfied with making money for people that are doing evil things, try and find an ethical way of using your skills and feel good about yourself. I think we need more of that,
I think there's a little bit of disparity because I think people like the clout of saying they work at like one of the big FANG companies, but you're so small of a cog in a machine, and like sure they pay more and to get in is like a higher if the pass like higher thresholds and stuff, but do you actually feel like part of it when you're there? I can't imagine you would.
And I feel like once you're in as well, you have to try and get out. Once you like realize what's going on and how you feel, some people don't have an outlet. You know what I mean? So it's just like they just stick with it. But there is ways, But back to your point, it's a behavioral thing we have to change within ourselves.
People like the easy
success.
option. They just
not even the easy option. Back to you. I think it is clout. What looks good on paper, what our parents will be proud of, quote unquote, and what our friends will be like, oh yeah, like, that's fucking amazing that he's doing that or she's doing that. I mean, nah.
Like saying you work at like one of the FANG companies, like that's not great. That's
to me and you, Louis. Yes, I'm not talking about me. I'm never talking about me and you.
all right.
I am never talking about me. I am never. We wouldn't have this podcast if I was talking to me and you. I talk to me and you all the time.
Me and you. Me, myself, and Irene.
Everything I say while this button is on play is not to me and you. It's to everybody else. And everybody else, come on, you can't disagree with that. People, they care about those things.
Oh yeah,
not
they
even
do.
people. It's not even like a generational thing. I think it's globally, like even elders. We have there's certain stigmas to certain job titles and certain what's it called? Like places you work, certain industries that are viewed as like a better and higher class. Classism as well is a big part of that. But just societal like outlook is like certain things you need to get to or want to achieve because it looks good in your status and it looks good for your family, it looks good for your friends, and it looks good for your CV to try to get the next job and the next thing. But it's like, does that make you happy though? Like, why you don't look happy though? So like, what's
enjoy
the point
your
in all of
8-hour
this?
week?
Yeah. So it's like is that important? Like but people get there to that point. I feel like a lot of people get there, but then it's like, now what? Because everybody can agree to that, right? But then it's like, now what? Like, okay, what do I do next? Like, how do I get out of this? Or what's my other options? Usually it's like become agriculture or like start farming. But like,
just quit IT.
That's why that's become such a big, like, I want to get to the countryside and become a farmer. It's like, it's rooted in people aren't happy like with what they're doing. And they want to go back to what they believe was like a more satisfying or more fulfilling life. Which might not be the case, but it's like they're looking outwards. of like what how can I escape this? Or people just travel as well. People like a lot of people like you've seen people that suddenly they're in like Jamaica for a whole year. Or somewhere else. I don't want to say where because it becomes bait, but you know what I mean.
I'm in Jamaica.
People want to.
I'm up in Kingston.
Yeah,
I'm not.
But really quick, back to what do we have?
What streaming platforms? We both said we've got nothing at the moment.
BBC, Amazon.
Nah, I don't even know that.
YouTube.
What are the
you can
options?
watch movies. You can watch movies and TV shows on YouTube.
You know what? They've done a really big push recently for like watching.
Huge push. I watched Margin Call yesterday.
You watch what?
But Margin Call. It's like it's like The Big Short, but like
I know what it is. Yeah,
different actors. Yeah, same 2008, like whatever. And also, if you have the premium version, you get a lot of those things for free versus paying for them. Just saying. Also, there's Google, so that you can have. I used to buy a lot of my movies from Google, to Google Play, whatever it's called. But then it's now just YouTube library anyway, so you can have it on there, which is a nice way. Also, I own like every Joaquin Phoenix movie, so I was just like, I'm gonna buy all of these so I can just have them.
What's his name?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
I thought you were saying something else. Sorry. He
created Her, the one about AI, like a long time ago.
Right,
it was very good. And I watched Come On, which is in black and white. I had a phase where I was watching black and white movies only. And then Napoleon came out recently, but I haven't watched all of it. I watched some of it. And he had one other film that I really liked. And I was like, I like this guy as an actor. Like, he's up there. Like, he's really good. So shout out to him. Oh, Joker. That was him. Yeah. The first one. The second one. I actually like the second one.
Right.
I like the second one too. I got a lot of hate. I don't know why. Because the lady got
play a game.
But what else? Crunchyroll, by the way. I was watching One Piece on BBC iPlayer because I realized BBC iPlayer has One Piece.
One Piece is on iPlayer.
Yeah, because I was like,
One Piece has been going for how long? To be honest, it's going to keep going for how many decades?
Because I was like, am I going to have to get a subscription for Crunchyroll to watch anime? And I was like, I just want to watch One Piece. And then somebody was like, it's on BBC iPlayer. I was like, no, it's not, and it is.
That's crazy.
There's quite a lot of anime on BBC iPlayer. So BBC iPlayer is quite good as far as the library is concerned. Not as a company, Louis, as a library.
The content, the medium that you can ingest.
Content. What else is there? Netflix, of course. Amazon.
You've got all the spin-offs like Hulu and Disney and Disney, the ones that own like the rights to like MGM.
Yeah.
Does Warner Brothers have one? I guess maybe they do.
No.
Universal Studios.
But yes. And
they
then
have
Discovery.
One.
Peacock, which is like I think the same thing. But I think they're also in bed with Disney. But also Netflix is about to buy Warner Brothers anyway, so
well, they're trying to.
It's going to be one whole big company, so no. I think it's happy. It's just they're just ironing out like how they're going to.
Hey man, until it's signed, and it goes through the because they have to make sure it's not a monopoly.
But it is like what's the argument?
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, you can't.
Like, how we all have eyes. Do you know what I mean? Like how you this is disgustingly what it really is them.
So who's getting
we
paid?
all know it's a monopoly.
Yeah,
already. So then it's like, how do we word this to make it sound like it's not? That's what they're doing right now. It is a monopoly, but they're taking their time to try and figure out loopholes or create new rules to make it sound like it's not a monopoly, so they can go ahead with the deal because everyone's getting paid. They don't care. They're just I could go on, but you're telling me to wrap up. So
hit the mic. Sorry, I'm gonna have to cut that bit. Hit the mic.
So yeah, we'll get into that another time. Also, we need to talk about books too. So I guess we can do a.
Yeah, we haven't done all medium. Episode. We've got books.
I feel like we can talk more about books as well. So yeah, that's good.
So on that bombshell,
go to the movies. Go to the cinema.
Don't go to the cinema.
Buy DVDs and Blu-ray, and vinyls and CDs.
Acquire your content.
Go watch football with a pub with your mates.
Touch grass, and what was the other one? Buy your discs for your video games as well, because you don't know if these people will just cancel everything you own because you don't own anything anymore. Fight back.
Let's get physical.
I've never watched the video to that until 10 minutes before we started, and I'm never watching it again.
But that was the 80s, Louis. It's what you did.
I don't care if it was the 80s or not. I don't have to like it.
That's true. How does shaking... Never mind.
Nah, bro. Don't. Let's not open a can of worms.
You have You have to
Have
go
to
meet
see
a friend of
HR.
that dog.
Yeah.
Happy whatever weekend this was. What was his weekend?
Bro, we recorded this 10 minutes after we recorded the last episode. What are you talking about?
That's true.
Breaking down that
But
4-4,
alright.
you said, yeah?
Thank you for listening.
Anyway, yeah.
We've been Intechlectual. I'm
Manny.
Emmanuel. Are you? I'm
Manny, yeah.
Louis.
All right. We've
And
had
until the
fun.
next time,
Ditch Spotify. Get rid of Google. Right to repair. Own your stuff.
get outside. Yeah, own your stuff.
Touch grass.
Get physical.
Whoa, get physical. Oh,
No, we have to get physical, Louis. Our revolution will not be televised. All right, end it there.
All right,
End it there.
we're good. All right, yeah, bye.